So about 9 months ago, I made a video on how to apply coconut oil to your hair, and it was such a popular video, way more than I ever expected it to be. And so many of you have actually been commenting on that video, asking if I still use coconut oil, and you've asked so many more questions that I actually never covered in that first video. So if you happen to watch that first video and you're coming here for the second one, I hope that you got a lot of information from the first one. But if this is your first time learning about how to apply coconut oil onto your hair, then this video should cover everything that you ever need to know about applying coconut oil to your hair. Also, the quality of that video was so bad. I used another camera, I think because I was just trying it out, but like, come on, Jordan, you had to use such a bad camera on like my most popular video. Like, I absolutely hate watching that video because the quality is so bad. Anyway, I want to make a disclaimer that I really am not a scientist. I don't know anything about coconut oil other than what I have researched online. Like, I never learned about it or anything. So I've kind of just researched it, watched a lot of videos on how coconut oil is made. All the information that I'm about to give you in this video is just what I've researched. It's not like I'm studying coconut oil in college or anything. But I really have found out a lot more about coconut oil since my previous video, so I wanted to make a sequel to share all of the new information that I have about coconut oil with you. And you guys have so been requesting me to do an updated video, so here I finally am. So what I thought I'd do is talk about what I have learned about coconut oil in general, and then I have my computer here. I thought that I would just go through some of your questions that you posted on my first video, because what better way to make a video than to actually answer what you guys are asking me. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the benefits of coconut oil, because honestly I didn't get into too much depth about it in my last video. Basically, coconut oil has been proven to help strengthen hair and improve split ends. I will be completely honest with you guys, I have seen results since I have been putting coconut oil on my hair, mainly in the growth. I don't ever remember my hair growing this fast. I will literally get a haircut and get about 4 inches chopped off, and my hair will be completely back to the length that it was like in 2 months at the most. Another question that I get asked is, what is the difference between coconut milk, coconut oil, and coconut water? Coconut water is the liquid that's inside a coconut, so that's what you can buy in the grocery store to drink. That's absolutely delicious. Coconut milk is actually created from the meat of the coconut, so like shredded coconut, like the white part around. Factories have like this entire process of pressing coconut, like I don't even know what they do, but milk comes out of the meat. Coconut oil is what has been separated from the milk after it's been heated. Fatty acids such as lauric acid are so nutritious. What they do is actually bind the protein in your hair and protect both the roots and the strands from breakage. So the kind of coconut oil that I buy, which is another huge question asked on my previous video, is basically whatever I can find in my grocery store. And where can you get it? You can get it at a grocery store. Whole Foods for sure has it. I've never bought it at Whole Foods. I've always just bought it at my local grocery store. We have a Publix where I live, but wherever you guys have, Ingles, I'm sure Trader Joe's, like any grocery store should have coconut oil. Look in like the cooking section, cooking oils section. It's going to be next to vegetable oil because it is a substitute for vegetable oil. So the kind that I used to have is this one. This is organic extra virgin coconut oil, and this one that I just recently bought is organic virgin coconut oil, and this one is expeller pressed. Now, what's the difference? I did a little bit of research, and basically they're like actually the same thing. Like, you can use either one, but the expeller pressed is a little bit more expensive because I think you get more oil out of the same amount of meat. It's the way that the oil is made, like in the factory. I think it's just more concentrated than cold pressed. That's just what I've learned. So always buy organic coconut oil. Don't buy like the little packaged kind that like anything from the drugstore, because you want to get the kind for eating, because if it's good to eat, then it means it's really good to put on topical. So when should you put on coconut oil and how often? I use coconut oil about every other week, sometimes every week if I'm not feeling lazy. With the length of my hair, it takes a long time to get out, but I'll explain all that in a minute. Okay, when should you use it? You need to use it before you are about to shower, preferably about 3 or 4 for hours before. Do not put it on wet hair, and do not put it on your hair if you have chlorine or any other kind of treatment in your hair, or salt if you just came back from the ocean, because the salt blocks the hair follicle, and you want to make sure that your hair is completely clean so that the coconut oil gets the deepest it can. That's why with conditioners, we always put them on in the shower right after we've shampooed our hair and stripped it of everything that would block the hair follicles. And then we put the conditioner on after the shampoo, and it cleans your hair out, moisturizes it, all that. Honestly, the longer you keep it in, the better. I usually, when I put it in, I leave it on overnight. Only occasionally do I just leave it in a few hours, because I feel like if I'm gonna go to the effort, then I should just leave it on overnight. If you're gonna leave it on overnight, it will save you a lot of time and effort of cleaning coconut oil out of your sheets if you put your hair in a bun and then just put saran wrap on your pillow and go to sleep. Assuming that you only sleep on your pillow and your head doesn't move on the sheets too, then you'll just wash them. Also, shampoo does not really get it out completely unless you use it 4 times, and that almost dries your hair out. If you didn't know that about shampoo, it does strip the moisture, but it makes it clean. So what I found is actually more coats of conditioner works a little bit better. Read the back of the conditioner bottle and see how long you have to leave that particular conditioner in your hair before you have to wash it out. Some will say leave in for 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse, or just leave in for 30 seconds, or rinse immediately. You want to get the rinse immediately ones because you know that will go the deepest, fastest, and then you don't have to wait for 5 years in the shower before you have to wash your conditioner out. I'll just shampoo it once and then rinse it out halfway to just kind of get it started, and then I will shampoo it really well the second time, then rinse all of the shampoo out, and then I will use conditioner twice, sometimes 3 times, but usually twice. And you want to try to time it when you need to shave your legs or take a bath or something, so that you can wait for the conditioner to absorb in your hair. So even if the bottle says wash immediately, leave it in for a minute each time, because it'll just go deeper and take more of the oil out of your hair. As far as shampoos that I use, I love everything from the organics line. Honestly, you can get them at the drugstore. All the coconut oil ones, argan oil ones, there's a Moroccan oil, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, find one that lathers really well for you. I'm using one now, I don't remember the name of it, I will put it here. This one lathers really, really well for me. It does have sulfate in it, but if you only use this shampoo when you have coconut oil in your hair, then that's fine. It's not going to damage your hair. As long as it gets the coconut oil out and does that job, then don't worry about the sulfate content. So applying coconut oil in general, I put it all over my head. I guess it's kind of personal preference. I do put it on my roots. I actually massage it into my roots so it gets as deep into my roots as possible. I put it all the way down my hair. I mean, if you saw my last video, I do a little tutorial of how I apply it to my hair, and I put it everywhere. But I don't put an excessive amount. I mean, I make sure that it's coated, but I don't load it up with coconut oil, because if you think about it, the more you put on, the more you're gonna have to get off later. And if you've ever tried to get out coconut oil from your hair, it's hard. It's thick and oily, and it's really, really hard to get out, and very annoying to get out of the shower and still have coconut oil in your hair. So yeah, personal preference on how much to use. Just think the more that you have in your hair, the more you're gonna have to get out in the shower. So now I'm going to scroll through some comments and answer some of the top questions that you guys have. I've heard that you can heat up coconut oil in the microwave and put that on your hair, and it works as more of a hot oil treatment. But I've also heard that it actually reduces some of the nutrients when you heat it up. So I actually do not know which way is better. I personally never really go to the effort of heating it up. I never have. I've always just taken it straight from the bottle and seen results. So is this good on color treated hair? I do have highlighted hair. I do highlight my hair about twice a year. It might have just actually made them look a little bit more natural as opposed to actually fading them. It doesn't strip the color, but it may fade them a little bit, but over time, very, very little, and it's not going to strip your hair completely. So if you dyed your hair a bright red, do not worry at all that it's going to take the red out of your hair, but it might fade it a little bit, but it will make it stronger and more healthy. Difference between virgin and extra virgin, there's really not a difference as far as I've researched. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one you get. Do I think that olive oil would work the same way? I haven't used olive oil in a while, and recently whenever I use coconut oil, it makes a lot of hair fall out when I wash it out. That's Interesting. I've heard that olive oil is actually thicker than coconut oil, so that goes back to the fact that the more oil you put in your hair, the harder it will be to wash out. But I've heard that olive oil actually does work really well. But if it makes your hair fall out like this person, I would stick to coconut oil. Does it go on wet hair or dry hair? Definitely dry hair. Do not put it on top of anything on your hair. And in the video, I get a lot of comments about this. It's really cute. I actually did wash the coconut oil off of my hands because I didn't want to deal with the oil, because I don't like the feeling of lotion on my hands because it makes them slippery, and my hands aren't dry, so I'm not really worried about it. People are like, no, don't wash it off your hands. Massage it into your skin. It's going to be really moisturizing. So yes, for sure, use it as lotion on your legs and arms. It really is very moisturizing. But in the video, I did wash it off my hands because I just didn't want to get anything else messy. It makes your skin so soft. How do you scoop it out? Mine is really hard and I have to melt down to a liquid. I put it in an applicator bottle from Sally's. Oh, that's cool too, like a spray bottle maybe. I keep mine in the back of my cabinet and it actually turns to like a more solid form. It's liquid at room temperature, if you guys didn't know that. So it's just easier for me to manage and it goes on my hair faster if it's in solid form. So I scoop it out in my hand and then I just rub it between my hands to soften it, and then I put that on my hair. I feel like it's harder if it's already in liquid form, so just keep it in the back of a cabinet and it should turn to solid and you'll have a much easier time scooping it out of the jar. When you wash the coconut oil out of your hair, be sure to completely wet your hair. Make sure that every strand is wet because that'll help the shampoo lather. It seems like really obvious, like obviously you get in the shower and wet your hair, but no, make sure that your entire hair is completely soaked. And then you can shampoo and you'll have a much easier time. Someone on here said to use a silicone-free conditioner and that takes it out. You have to leave that on for about 5 or 10 minutes. I've never tried that, but that sounds like a great source of information. So if any of you use a silicone-free conditioner to get the coconut oil out, leave in the comments which one you use. Okay, so I really think I covered most of the questions that y'all asked on my previous video, but if you have any more questions about coconut oil for me, then please leave it in the description box below and I will answer as many as I can. Like I said, I'm really not an expert on coconut oil, but I've researched what I've researched and I found out so much more than my previous video, and I've been on so many different sites, gotten so many different opinions about it all. So that is what I have shared with you in this video. I hope you found it really helpful. I hope you start using coconut oil and I hope you start seeing results like I have. My hair has been really long as I can remember, and if you want to see an entire video of me talking about my hair, then please click this video right here. But my hair has really gotten super healthy and it has grown a lot more since I've been using the coconut oil. That I can state as a fact. And don't forget to drink coconut water and eat coconut milk as well because it's so healthy and it's so good for you. And of course, use coconut oil on your hair and let me know how it works for you guys. So if you want to see extra pictures and updates and all that kind of stuff, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and like my Facebook page. Links will be in the description bar below. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you were convinced that coconut oil is the best thing ever. I love you all so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Friends in a boot store, y'all. Can't get away from the vlog, can you?
We're vlogging. We're both vlogging.
I watched this vlog. I watched it.
Oh, did you watch the vlog? Watched hers. I don't think they've seen makeup.
Yep, we're all vlogging. Well,
Yeah, we're in a boot store. You want to see the boots behind us?